Employer Services Corporation. My name is Rachel Brown. I'm the Director of Business Development here at ESC. ESC is a Buffalo-based company. We've been in business for 25 years, providing services to clients of all sizes in the areas of HR consulting, payroll processing, employee benefit procurement and administration, and much more. I'm excited to show you around today, introduce you to some of our team, and give you a better idea of who ESC is as a company, as well as what types of services we deliver to our clients. I'd like to introduce you to Jan Ozarzak. Jan is ESC's Executive Vice President and Chief Sales Officer. Jan, can you tell us a little bit about ESC's service model?
Oh, absolutely, and welcome everyone. So ESC is a professional employer organization, a PEO, and what we do is outsource every facet of employment administration, from HR, compliance, training and on-call support, through payroll, tax filing, W-2s, right through procuring and administering your benefits. At ESC, what we do is we pool hundreds of businesses under ESC's federal ID, and we afford them economies of scale, efficient processes, savings, cost savings, and actually bringing some services and benefits that typically are afforded to much larger national companies. I like to say at ESC, if you think of a high-performing company, someone that's been on a best place to work year after year, like a Google, a Southwest, maybe even locally here, Wegmans, they would generally have a very well-defined HR department, 50, 60 employees with experts in every area. So at ESC, we have built a model that has about 70 employees with experts in every area of employment administration. And it allows our business owners to take part and really get exactly what they need when they need it.
So Jan, can you tell me a little bit about who ESC's customer is? What types of organizations do we work with?
Sure. So ESC works with just about every industry you can imagine. We've got clients, we've got about 275 clients, and they run the gamut from construction companies, manufacturing, professional services, technology companies. We've got car dealerships, hair salons, medical, dental offices, and a private airport. What we find with the companies, once you have employees, HR need is absolutely consistent across the board, regardless of what your industry is. What's really nice about ESC is we have a very customized and a very flexible model that actually looks at your company, your size, and where you are in the life cycle of your company and what your HR, what your needs are. So if we start with a smaller company in startup mode, they're actually looking to be able to plug right into a payroll system, have a full benefits plan ready to plug into, as well as foundational HR that includes handbooks, policies, possibly job descriptions. With ESC, they can pop right into that and have a team ready and with their first, second, third employee. As they grow, we find clients that are in that 20 to maybe 85 employee range are starting to feel the need for HR help. Oftentimes, the financial model doesn't allow for them to hire a full-time degreed HR professional. Sometimes they have a person, maybe a CFO generally, where they're working on it for their third, fourth, or fifth priority, and it's becoming too much, and compliance without the proper training is just all time consuming. And then as you start to get past that 80 or so, people start looking at, should I actually hire? But sometimes they find, well, that one person I hire have every skill set that I'm gonna need at any given point. And so ESC can provide exactly what they need when they need it, whether it be customized training for their managers, whether it be setting up different compensation programs, facilitating meetings, creating new benefits plans as they grow, and any of that we can handle. So with our larger employers, they typically have an HR department in place, but they may look to ESC to plug into a state-of-the-art payroll system or improve their HRIS system. They may be looking for modules such as applicant tracking or performance management that their HR team can actually work and connect with to make them more efficient. And also, there are certain skill sets maybe they don't have within their team that they would like ESC's HR consultants to take a look at, succession planning or various customized training for their management staff. Sometimes that frees them up to do their day-to-day, but other times they want to focus on maybe an acquisition or something strategic and hire ESC to do some of the day-to-day. So the really nice thing about our service, we're very customizable and we actually fit in and complement wherever you are in your employee life cycle.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Jan. Now let's go meet some of the rest of ESC's team. Next, I'd like to introduce you to Liz Warren. Liz is ESC's Executive Vice President and Chief People Officer. Liz has been with ESC for 20 years, and prior to ESC, Liz spent 13 years in the HR department at Wegmans Food Market. Liz, can you tell us a little bit about how you got started at ESC?
Thanks, Rachel. One of my favorite things about Wegmans was the culture of the organization, and I had the privilege of meeting and working with Robert Wegman, and he always said that I should take care of the employees as if they were my customers. They would take care of our shoppers, and the bottom line would then take care of itself. And it's really truly a philosophy that I have utilized through my whole career, and I have brought with me here to ESC. And now I get to help hundreds of businesses in Western New York and all over the country to help develop their corporate cultures to also be similar to that.
So that's interesting, Liz. So can you tell us a little bit more about why a strong corporate culture and really why HR strategy is so important for a business of any size?
Sure. HR strategy is something that a lot of people think of as, oh, does that even exist? What does that even mean? People might have other types of strategies, a business strategy, an IT or a marketing strategy, but a lot of people forget about the HR strategy, and that is really what can make a difference. If you have a good strategy, you can actually translate that to bottom line dollars, and that's really what we help our clients do.
I'd like to introduce you to ESC's Director of Operations, Lindsay Jones. Lindsay has been with the company for nearly 15 years, and she is also a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt. Lindsay, can you tell us a little bit more about your role here at ESC?
Sure, thank you, Rachel. So in my role, I oversee the payroll, the benefits services, and the client onboarding departments, as well as act as the internal continuous improvement resource. The primary goal of my role is to ensure that those departments are working together seamlessly to create the best experience for our clients and their employees. Part of my role is also to identify continuous improvement opportunities here internally at Employer Services Corporation, as well as to coordinate and lead the internal cross-functional teams that execute those improvement efforts in order to deliver the best possible product and services to our clients and their employees.
Great, thanks so much, Lindsay. Now let's go on and meet some more of our operations team. ESC has 2 compliance officers on our staff. I'd like to introduce you to one of them, Sharon Weinfertner. Sharon also happens to be ESC's HR director. Sharon, can you tell us a little bit about your role here at ESC?
Well, the first thing that we want to do is handle the things that keep our clients up at night. And that's all the federal and state and the regulations that are changing from day to day. And if you think about the past couple years, 2018, Rachel, there was the PFL, the new paid family leave laws. In 2019, there was all the new harassment training that we had to do due to the Me Too movement. And now, everything going on with COVID is changing every single day. And it just changed yesterday on us again when we thought we had it down. So we really try to support our clients by making sure how you do your business, you're in compliance, and how do we keep you that way as a best practice? Because when we do that, then you will sleep better at night.
Let's meet some more folks from our operations team. I'd like to introduce you to Amber Hartman. Amber is the manager of our benefits department. Amber, can you tell us a little bit more about what you and your team do for our clients?
As we bring in new clients, we work with them to analyze and understand what their benefits currently are. And with your input, we can help to procure additional benefits to enhance your current benefit offerings.
Tell me about some of the things that you and your team do to help our clients to administer all of the employee benefits that they have.
We give you the opportunity to interact with our experts, both from the client side and from the employee side, so that your employees and their families can get all of their questions answered about their benefits, from enrollment to coverage to anything that they're looking for. We also handle open enrollments and new hire enrollments as well. We reconcile and pay the bills and manage the COBRA process.
A lot of clients tell us that they struggle with administering the various types of leaves that are available now, from paid family leave to disability to FMLA. Can you tell us a little bit about how your team helps with that process?
Absolutely. We have a great solution for that. We have a leave specialist on site who will help both you as the client and your employees throughout the whole process. Our leave administrator will complete paperwork. They will interact with the carriers and work with your employees to make sure that they have all of their questions answered from the beginning to the very end of their leave.
Great. Thanks very much, Amber.
Anytime, thank you.
Let's go meet some more of our team. So we've heard about ESC's HR strategic services, and we've also heard about ESC's HR compliance services. So let's learn a little bit more about the rest of ESC's HR services. I'd like to introduce you to Lauren Kirsten. Lauren is ESC's HR manager and has been with the company for 12 years. Lauren, can you tell us a little bit more about ESC's on-call and on-site services?
Sure, I'd love to. Each of our clients have an HR business partner that assists them with the specific needs of their business, whether that be on-call support for employee relations issues, any type of harassment investigation that you might have a need for, any type of preventative services such as your handbook and making sure that your HR department is up to par with being a really fully supported HR department, to HR university and compliance support as well. So your HR business partner would really get to know you and your business and what your needs are specifically. We also try to get to know your employees as much as possible so they feel comfortable talking to us if there's any issues, and we really develop a good rapport. It's really something that we love doing, going on site, meeting with you, whatever you feel comfortable with, whether it's doing conference calls, video calls, but we really love that on-site support so that we can get to know you as much as possible and assist you with really developing your HR department.
So another aspect of ESC services that clients tell me that they love is our training and development. So can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, actually, ESC's HR University is one of my favorite parts of my job. I really love training and development. It's really common that we see clients and businesses are promoting their employees based on their job skill, and we don't see them actually having any leadership training, and they struggle with that because they might be really good in whatever job they're performing at, but they're not really sure how to lead people and how to supervise people. So we provide training for new leaders and also experienced leaders as well in areas such as coaching and mentoring, progressive discipline, how to deliver an effective performance appraisal, interviewing skills, leadership skills, and more. So we do those in small groups or in large groups, and we also do training and development for your entire staff as well in areas such as effective communication, which is really popular and one of my most favorite seminars to present. Also, we do a lot of really fun team building things. We also do of course, our standard New York State harassment training as well. So, those trainings can be anywhere from 1 hour to 4 hours, most typically about an hour to an hour and a half, because that's usually how much businesses can take time away from their staff. But we've done 4-hour retreats, full day retreats, and we can customize them based on your organization. So we try not to do any type of, cookie cutter training. We want to make sure that the examples that we are providing are completely relevant to your industry. We want to make sure that the training is interactive so that the participants have a chance to ask questions and really talk about real life examples that they're going over. And then the really great thing about using ESC's HR University versus utilizing just an outside training source is that we do the follow-up as well. For example, I was just working with a client on interviewing skills training for some new supervisors, and they have a lot of follow-up questions because they're actually doing the interviewing now. Or, hey, what happens if, someone asks this question, or what do I do with this form, or what's the next step in the process? So we have that continued follow-up service based on whatever training that we're providing. They're able to ask questions, and then we also continue our strategic projects with those as well.
Great, thank you, Lauren.
You're welcome.
Let's meet some more of ESC's staff. Now I'd like to introduce you to another member of ESC's operations team. This is Kristen Wolaz. Kristen is the payroll team lead for our payroll department. Kristen, can you tell us a little bit about what you and your team do for ESC's clients?
I am the payroll team lead here at ESC, and I work alongside with our payroll department to ensure that all of our clients' employees are paid timely and accurately. To help ensure that this occurs and to give our clients the best customer service, we here at ESC give all of our clients a main point of contact within the payroll department, and this helps ensure that all of our employees have all the payroll assistance that they may need. We also have a state-of-the-art technology platform which allows our clients to manage and process their payroll. It helps our clients to perform employee maintenance, and also it allows our clients access to a bunch of payroll and HR related reports. I assist with helping all of our clients to utilize the system to the fullest by ensuring that all of our clients have what they need, when they need at that point in time. So also with this system, we have access to the employee portal. All of our clients' employees do. And so with this employee portal, the employees are able to access all of their pay stubs on demand. They're also able to perform any employee maintenance that they may have to their personal information, which is then uploaded into our system automatically. And then also they are able to request off any PTO that they might have. We truly do believe here at ESC that with the state-of-the-art technology and with our great customer service, this helps take the headache out of all payroll processing and managing payroll.
It can sometimes feel daunting to convert your HR, benefits, payroll, and HRIS technology to a new service. Here at ESC, we have a full conversion team dedicated to ensuring that the transition to ESC is a smooth one. I'd like to introduce you to Jamie Parisi. Jamie is our client conversion manager. Jamie, can you tell us a little bit about your role here at ESC?
Sure. So when a client decides to come on board with ESC, we begin with an initial discovery meeting. That meeting includes the new client, my onboarding team, and the sales team member. Depending on the size and complexity of the client, we may decide to do departmental deep dives. During these is where we can learn about the current payroll, benefits, and HR setups. My team wants to ensure a smooth transition for both the client and the employees. We then work on the setup on our end, work on test payrolls, and then work with the client to be able to start the employees with their electronic onboarding. We have internal coordination between the departments to make sure that the employees and the client feel that there isn't any disruption in their payroll, which is generally the most important, especially to employees. All of this ensures a successful experience for both the new client and their employees.
Great, thank you, Jamie.
Thank you.
Now I'd like to introduce you to Beth Hand. Beth is ESC's Customer Relationship Manager. Beth, can you tell us a little bit about your role here at ESC?
In my role, I interact with clients to answer any questions they may have, identify opportunities, and provide solutions and support to make sure that their needs are continuously met. I like to meet with new clients at the 30, 60, and 90-day benchmarks to really touch base with them to ensure that their needs are being met, things are moving smoothly, and determine if there are any additional needs, such as retraining in any area or additional support. I also touch base with clients on an annual basis just to, again, make sure that we're meeting their needs at ESC.
Great, thank you, Beth.
You're welcome.
Tell us how you started ESC and why.
Well, we're celebrating 25 years now, so we started in 1995, and we wanted to create an environment that business owners could rely on us to help them with their people. So whether it's payroll or benefits administration or HR compliance or strategic support, we wanted to be able to provide that as a vehicle for them not to worry about and do what they got into business to do. Fundamentally, we're about honesty, integrity, but we live by customer service and support. And we really believe we're in the customer service business. And we happen to tie that to HR. And if we can provide the very best in customer service experience, we not only believe that customers will never leave, but they will actually advocate for us and help us to grow. My job is to overall make sure that the customer is having a great experience. And so that I focus on that. My decisions that I make generally rely around customer service. Are we providing the best? Are we training our people? Do we have the best people? Are we giving them the best resources? But ultimately that's gauged by client interaction. I do believe in Buffalo. Buffalo, I grew up thinking Rust Belt, Snow Belt, companies not wanting to come here. And in the last 10 years or so, people's changed their beliefs. And it's been wonderful. So I spend a lot of my volunteer time with the university, specifically with its foundation. But ultimately, we hire people here at our company that live, eat, drink, socialize, pay taxes here in Buffalo. And Buffalo has got a bright future ahead of itself. And I just think that what we have to offer, once people hear about it and they say, I didn't even know that existed, right? And holy cow, I can get that right in my backyard. It's pretty cool concept. And we customize it, right? We want the experience we know to be different for each person, but we want the client to help identify that customization. And then our job is to provide the solution. When we're doing that, and they're growing, and we're growing, everybody's happy. There's a good group of people here, and they're all committed to that same belief of let's make an impact on a business. And now we're doing that in Buffalo. We're gaining that reputation. And now as we take it and broaden our scope, the sky's the limit.
Thanks for joining me today for the Tour of ESC. I hope you had a chance to learn a little bit more about who we are as a company and how we can help your business. Check us out online at myesc.com or give us a call. We'd love to start the conversation.